Nobody prepared me for what it was like to lose 50 pounds. And I'm not talking about the gym stuff. We can talk about that in a different video. I'm talking about the deep stuff, the stuff that no one wants to talk about. And I just wanted to have a good conversation with you and go over those things because I think they're important. And if I notice them, I'm sure maybe it happens to you, or if you're in your journey to lose your 20, 10 pounds, 50 pounds even, maybe you can have this in mind. And once they happen to you, she told me would it happen. So the first thing that I would say that changes is that everything changes. It's very expected to change, but in reality, you're not ready for everything to change. You don't think that it would actually change. And I'm not just talking about your body. I'm just talking about your life. The way you go about your life, your excitement, things that excite you, decisions that you make. For instance, let's say you go to the beach, and before it would be something that doesn't excite you as much just because you have to find what to wear, the right bathing suit and a cover up. This bathing suit doesn't look good on me. You were very focused on the part of what to wear and how to actually look presentable, that you don't even think about the action of going to the beach or actually going to the beach to enjoy the sand, the sun. At least I'm talking about my experience. But now it's more like we go to the beach, and the first thing that comes in my mind is, again, the experience of the beach. Is what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go on a run on the beach? Are we going to just suck in the sun? Should I bring a book? Am I gonna swim? Those things are the focus of the thinking of going to the beach, rather than what am I gonna wear, what is it gonna be comfortable. That is a big change, and it makes life so much easier, and decision become a lot faster, and it's more enjoyable to go through life. And it's very sad, but it is the truth. And it happens. I just made the example of the beach, but there's so many other things that actually goes through that same process and making those decisions. And actually what excites you changes just because you look at life in a different lens. And it changes because you don't have to worry about your appearance anymore. It's a certain mundane thing. And staying in the physical body kind of change and your life perspective, my point number 2 is that shopping changes. And it's very commercial, or whatever you want to call it, but it is something that actually changed. Before, you would take 3 hours in a store, figure it out what works for you, trying on different pants, different this style, Soon you have 3 hours in the store. Now, and I am so grateful for this, it's just you see what you like, you try it on, you got your size, you're done. It's just so much easier because things just fit so much better. And it's not saying that my body was the problem before, or that friends don't make the correct clothes for bigger sizes. It's just the reality is that it didn't look good, period. Or the reality is, better say, that I wasn't able to find something that will look good in my body as fast as I do now. And it's just, you decide what you want to fight. Because to me, that was very frustrating. To me, that was something that would put me down. I want to go to the store. I don't want to go through this whole thing or figure it out. What am I going to buy? Let's say that I need to go to a wedding. Finding a wedding dress that will look good, that I am satisfied with a wedding dress, will be a headache. Now I go to the store, I see what I like, and it actually looks good. So whose fault is it? I don't know. The stores don't make enough cute stuff for plus sizes, whatever. Maybe that's the case. Or maybe my body just looked better in this kind of way. Whatever point it is, it's just so much better now. It's very sad, but it is the truth. So I enjoy that it actually takes time out of my shopping, and I love shopping. So that's a good yes. And my point number 3 is that you actually start experimenting with yourself. You start experimenting with what you actually are. You start experimenting with those ideas that you had before that you wouldn't dare to do it. Example, I always, since I was little, loved short hair. I don't know, to me, it's just cute and I love it. Was I able to do short hair? In my head, I would say short hair is for skinny girls. And if I cut my hair, I have my hair like I have long hair. If I cut my hair, that would just caught the attention of the hair. Now it's like all focused on my body, and I'm gonna feel more comfortable because you're just focusing on me instead of my hair. And I am too fat for cutting my hair, and those are limiting beliefs, and I know I have to work on that, but I'm just stating the truth, and that would stop me from experimenting on things that maybe I will look cute with the short hair. Who knows? I really love it, and I made the decision to cut it once I felt good in my skin, and it took so long for me to actually feel good. But losing the weight gave me a push on experimenting things. And here's an example. A lot of stuff is just, even with the clothing, I wouldn't experiment it with a kind of style because I feel that that body that I had wouldn't go right for that style. It's so much freedom that it came from losing the weight, especially for mundane stuff. And I know we're just so shallow right now, but it's even going in deeper with your body in a way of how you feel, and mentally being able to make those changes, make those decisions, and actually try those things and have a fulfillment in a way that you wouldn't be able to do it before, just because your mind wouldn't let you do it. I couldn't do it 100%. Now my brain is not gonna let me do it. Or if I did it, I didn't feel comfortable because deep down, I was like, this is not the body for that look. If that makes sense. Again, it sounds so bad, but nobody tells you those things. Nobody prepares you for that kind of shift that you have to do in your head, or that kind of things that would come along, and you will realize how bad your brain was before, and how little self-love you have once you don't accept yourself the way you are. You can accept yourself the way you want to be, but if losing the weight is gonna make you feel better, losing the weight is gonna make you come up of the shell and be you, then lose the weight. That is my advice. But point number 4 is that your relationship will change, especially with food. So before, I would just eat. I'm hungry, I eat. I like this, I eat. I see that, I want it. Now I eat for a purpose. So for instance, I'm hungry. Let's say I'm hungry. What I'm going to eat, if it's in the morning, it's going to be carbohydrate because I need the energy. It's going to be protein because I just work out and I need some protein for my muscle. Do I need fiber today? I haven't had any fiber. Am I on my period? Need to increase my fat intake. Those things are front and center when I choose what to eat. And the relationship with food is way different than just, I'm gonna eat this because I want this. Even though I sometimes do that, but I always, it's just the first thought that comes in my head, and that comes with the training and changing my habits and changing everything. That now choosing what to eat, or the reason why I eat, it has a purpose. I don't just eat because I eat because my body needs to be fueled, and this is what my body needs right now. And I just love thinking like that. Sometimes I do wish I could just eat everything, but then that thought comes up and it's like, what do we actually need? So I don't know if it's my body speaking to me. I don't know if it's PTSD or whatever you want to call it, but it is a change, and it does happen, and it did happen to me, and it comes out all the time. And I find that it's a better relationship with food because I'm not angry at what I eat afterward. Usually, let's say that I would just eat a burger because the burger is right there and I didn't think or whatever. I'm just saying a burger, but it could be anything. The thought afterwards, if that decision didn't come from a mindset or understanding what I was doing, of why I was eating, even subconscious, is I know that I do like a math problem of what I'm eating, but at least know that what I'm eating is for a purpose. After I eat, it doesn't feel so crazy in my head because the afterthought will kill me. That was such a thing that I am so happy I don't have that much. I do have sometimes, but now it's just something that I am free a little bit, at least for now. And it's the afterthought of when you eat something, you feel so bad about it because you eat it. But when you were in the moment of the hungriness, you didn't think about it. And now I do think of the reason what I eat, if that makes sense. That was so messed up, but I hope you understand. Now, my other point, staying in the relationship topic, is relationship with other people will change. And this is crazy. And that was one of the things that really surprised me 100%. It came out of the blue. So for example, you haven't seen a friend in a long time and you see them, and for the first time they see you with 50 pounds less in your body. And this happened to me with multiple people around me. And again, It's very sad. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. And they just change. It's just they don't treat you the same. They have this coldness in the way they treat you. And I don't know if maybe it's the people that I have around that are not like a true friend or whatever, but they did change, and a lot of people don't treat me the same as before. I try to think that it's just their way to react to the fact that you have changed and they wish they could change, and maybe me showing that it's possible make them angry that they're not able to do it or they haven't started it. I don't know what's the reason, but I try to go around and see so I can just justify the reason why I'm being treated like that. But it's very surprising, and people will treat you different. It's just, I don't know if they need a little bit of time to just digest the fact that you've changed, or what is it, or is it so hard to understand that I wanted to change my body? It's my body. I should be allowed to do what I want. But it is something that you have to keep in mind. Maybe it doesn't happen to you because you have better people around you. But if it does, remember I told you, some people would change, and it's okay. Just get new friends. Maybe it's not okay. I shouldn't say that, but it happens. I would say that it happens. And my last point, just because this video would be way too long if I go over more points. You guys let me know if you want to hear more, but you become a person who does things. You go out on a walk, you go on runs, you get excited about signing up for High Rocks, you do marathon, you do those kind of things. I don't know, at least in my experience, that you wouldn't be excited about before. For instance, I would say every day, I feel that I need to do 1,000 steps. I don't know why, but I just feel like I need to move, and my relationship with moving, it's way different. It's just, you have this vessel. I made this happen because this was me, and I would like to keep it up, and whatever it takes, I will do it. And it just makes me more of a movement person. That is something you say, that sounds very strange, but I just move more, period. I would go just to the grocery store walking because I want to get to my 10,000 step. I would just midday get out and go on a walk, go here. It's just more active, just because you want to maintain the body that you achieved. And you know how bad it can get if you don't, so you get more active. But it doesn't feel like something that is like a chore. It's like excitement of doing movement things, and you will always try to incorporate a movement within your day. It's just very interesting, but that at least changed in me. Maybe it was a personality that I always had before. That's the thing. It's like you discover this person that you didn't know you were, because you just have a new vessel. It's just so strange that when you lose a pound, you just flourish. And some people might not experience the same way that I did, but I feel like this openness of myself, this new personality, this new person who tried this and tried that, and now works better with this, and try new clothes, new style, new things, and it just feels very exciting to me. So those are my points for now. It's just what I feel and experience when I lost all the pounds, and those things that I don't hear a lot of people talk about. I know they're a little all over the place, but it is what I actually experience. And more than just the body change, the routine that now is different, the workouts that are different, it's just those little things that I never thought would make such a big change in my life. And I hope you like this video. If you have any other points that did change for you that no one's talked about, and it's very strange that after you lost whatever pound you lost, now this is different, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.